What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I know it's been a very long time since I've uploaded any videos. I'm really sorry about that. I've been really occupied lately with my work, with my life. And if you guys didn't know, I'm from Malaysia, and recently Malaysia has a very huge change. For 60 years, we have never changed our government before. But just recently, we had a general election and we managed to change the government, and that's something really huge. And it's all thanks to this finger right here. But today, I have to film this because it's finally, and I can't stress this enough, I am finally getting an upgrade for my PC. So yes, I am finally upgrading my PC, and I've realized that I've never talked about my PC before, and you probably see it just right behind here, because truth to be told, there's really nothing much to talk about it. I'm currently running on a very old system actually. So right now, it's using an Intel i5 2300 CPU. So I've been using this PC since 2011, and honestly there is an upgrade here and there. For example, I have upgraded my RAM from 8 gigs to 16 gigs, and recently I've changed my power supply to a new one. And if you guys did not see that video yet, I'll show it. It's around here somewhere. Go check it out. And also graphics card. I have also upgraded this along the way. It was originally a Radeon 6000 series, I believe. It was a long time ago. I'm sorry, I can't remember the details. And I've changed it to a GTX 1050. And now, currently in my case right now, it's a GTX 1070. So I've never changed my CPU and motherboard before, so I'm still using a 2011 system. But that changes today because I am finally upgrading. And before I get into the build, I would like to talk about why am I actually doing an upgrade? Well, because there's actually two reasons for this. Number one being, I think that my system is bottleneck right now. So what do I mean by bottleneck? So imagine a freeway, a 4-lane freeway for example, and there are full of cars driving, at a very high speed. And at the end of the road, there is a shrink from a 4-way become a 2-way. And what happens is things slows down, right? Because 4 ways going to 2 ways, you shrink down, the cars have to stop on the side trying to signal and get in, and all shove into this 2 ways lane. And that causes a bottleneck, right? That's what they call as a bottleneck. It's exactly what it means in this situation. So for example, my graphics card right now is a 4-way freeway. And it can process so much information, but my CPU is a 2-way. Because it's an old system, it's still using a 4-core and 4 threads. Multi-threading was really limited back then. I think it's not as good, and the boost clocks weren't as impressive as well. So it's having a very huge issue trying to keep up with the GPU, because this GPU is still considered very new. If you to look at the screen right now, I have a game running. So this is Dota 2. And I'm running on max settings, everything is maxed out. So as you can see, the GPU is currently just running at 30%, but my CPU is already running at 100%. So that shows that my CPU is having a tough time keeping up with the GPU. So that's why I needed this upgrade. So that's reason number one. Reason number two, because it's 2018 and I believe that I should be getting out from 4 cores. Remember, I just said that my i5 2300 from 2011 is also a 4-core. So that's since the 4-core has never improved ever since then till now. So it's finally a very good time for me to upgrade. It's even a better reason for me to upgrade right now, because Intel has a 6-core and AMD has 6-core and even up to 8-core. So that's the main two reasons why I'm upgrading. And if my theory is correct, my new CPU is going to handle the 1070 without an issue, and I will be utilizing more of the 1070's power. I'm going to get a higher frame, and it's going to showcase more of what 1070 can actually output. So if that's the case, I'm going to show you the results at the end of this video. So guys, I have actually chosen the Ryzen 5 2600 2nd gen. It's just released on April. It's a refresh of the Ryzen 5 1600. For the motherboard, I'll be using the ASUS Prime B350MA. So it's a micro ETX board, and this is something that it's going to be catered for the future. I have an intention to shrink down my build, so I'll be replacing this PC case over here in the future when I save up more and I can actually find a decent looking micro ETX case. Because locally here, I don't really have much choice. It's a B350, so you're able to overclock. And don't forget, Ryzen CPU is totally unlocked. But one thing about using this motherboard is that you have to make sure that this is flashed already to a newest and latest BIOS that supports the 2nd gen Ryzen CPU. Because this board has been released before even Ryzen 2nd gen has made it into the market. So because it's still an AM4 socket, and as promised by AMD that is going to be using this AM4 socket up until 2020, all you need to do is flash a new BIOS update so that it will support the new Ryzen CPU. And that's it. And lastly, for the RAM, I am using a Corsair Vengeance RGB. It's a 3200 megahertz. It's a 2x8 gigs DIMMs. I hope that I'm able to achieve this 3200 because Ryzen is pretty picky with the RAMs. But for a lower speed like 2400 or below, I think that's fine. Most of the RAMs are able to run. But if you're talking about a higher frequency DIMMs like this, you really have to make sure, because if you don't, then it'll probably be running at a lower frequency like 2400 and it's going to be a waste of your money. So guys, if you want to upgrade just your base system like what I'm doing right now, it's probably just going to be your motherboard, your CPU, and also RAM, which is optional. Maybe you have a DDR4 RAM, maybe you were using an 5th gen Intel, and during that time it's already using DDR4 RAMs. So see you guys right after this. Okay guys, I have completed my upgrade for my personal computer, and there are some kinks in between, but yes, the most important part is the result. Is my theory correct? Well, somewhat yes, and somewhat no. As you can see, I'm definitely using more of my GPU now. It's utilizing about 45% to 55%-ish as compared to before, which is 30-something%. But I am still incorrect because it turns out that basically the game is not optimized. More specifically, is Dota 2 that's not optimized. So probably that's why it's not fully utilizing the GPU. But I'll keep an eye on this and I'll probably see how the other games turns out. So I'm not getting the frames that I was expecting to get. I'm still getting like 120 to 140, but that is still a huge improvement as compared to my older system. So I guess that's still a win for me. So guys, I'm just gonna quickly wrap up this video. So in conclusion, it did give me a performance bump as compared to my previous older system, but it wasn't as much due to Dota being a poorly optimized game. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys have learned something from this video. If you do like this video, do give me a thumbs up, get subscribed because I have a new build coming soon. It's going to be an Intel build this time and it's gonna be for mid-end gaming. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna see you guys really soon. Bye!